everybody, today I will be sharing with you a Beauty and the Beast watercolour sketch I did a while ago, pretty much as soon as I saw the film. So I'm showing you here the end of the sketching process because I wanted to show more of my process on my drawings. I'm inking it with some ink pens that have various sizes. I'm not entirely happy how this sketch turned out. I would like to have a complete illustration, like a proper watercolor illustration on a big paper with, you know, a lot of layers of watercolor, but there's something about doing a finished piece that makes me really nervous and puts too much pressure on me, and I feel like I can't do it, and like I'd rather just go ahead and do a sketch. That's the thing with me. I never do like finished artwork. I very rarely do that. I need to have a goal, a purpose for it, like a contest or something. I never do finished artwork, and I just rather sketch. Doing a sketch is safer for me. That's what I'm trying to say basically. I wish I hadn't inked everything, but you know, looking at the finished thing now, I am happy with it. I just don't want to put too much pressure on me for it, so I'm happy with it. Turned out pretty good. I've never drawn a beast before, but well, that was interesting. Watercolor is my favorite thing to work with, and especially this new watercolor set that I got, the Gillicuddy Gansai, I think it's called. It's a set of 36 watercolors, and I love it so much. It's my first like proper quality of watercolors, and I am so loving it. I am able to mix colors like I never could before. Like there were brands like Reeves, for example, or what was the other one, Valeria, I think, that I had. Those were cheaper watercolor paints. Sometimes when you mix them, they just turn muddy. They just lose their vibrancy, and I was never able to get good colors with them, especially the Valeria ones. I mean, with those, if I wanted to mix a purple and I, you know, add red and blue, it just turned to a muddy purple with a lot of brown in it. And I don't see myself using the other watercolors that I have, and I do have quite a few lower grade brands of watercolors. But anyway, so let's talk about the piece a bit. Obviously I struggled drawing, you know, painting the beast a bit, but I wanted to make sure you would kind of feel like that it was fair, that he's got all over his face. And I tried to show that with the ink as well. And the reference picture that I had a very nice golden, yellow, orange hue throughout the picture. And I wanted that to show in my watercolors as well. So I wanted it to all feel like it was a very warm environment. After I watched the film, and I loved it. I am a huge Beauty and the Beast fan, and I loved the film so much. They fixed so many issues that the original animated version had, and I'm so happy with that. And after I watched the film, I knew I wanted to paint something from it. And I mean, everybody, well, most people will paint the scene that they're dancing. It is the most like famous and iconic scene. But I do wish I could have sketched a different scene. Like I really love when Belle is on the cliff and she's singing I Want Much More Than This Provincial Life. I think that's a very powerful scene, and I love her. I love that scene basically. So I wanted to actually paint that too, like a still from that scene. Thing is, the film has just come out though. The reference images are very limited because, you know, they're still trying to keep all the scenes secret so you can go and watch the film on the cinema. So There are some stills from it, from the trailer, but you know, it's just not the best thing. So I'm gonna wait for the film to come out on Blu-ray, so I could just pause it when I'm watching it and draw whatever scene I want to draw. But for now, this will do, it's fine. It's a good scene, it's just that I don't like that everybody has drawn this scene. But anyway, everybody does it in their own way. I wasn't trying to make it photorealistic. For example, you can't say that it's really Emma Watson. I don't think you look at that drawing and you're like, oh yeah, that's Emma Watson. I don't think so. But that's my style, that's my thing. I try to be a little bit, I don't know. I don't see the point for me in being photorealistic. I find it boring. I've said that before in the past. So it's just like, it's a drawing. It's an abstraction of reality. So I really wanted to incorporate this gold colour I have on my palette, my watercolour palette, and I use that on the background, and I think it looks really nice. I tried to show it in the end when I got the sketch, and I'm like moving it around so you guys can see all the metallic details, because I did use a metallic silver pen on his jacket, which I'm doing now on the buttons. And I use some gold on her, on her hair, on an earring piece, necklace, and I use some iridescent ink on Belle's dress, and the gold for the background, and like little drops of the gold. It's not like overwhelmingly gold. I wanted the background to be a very watercolory mixture. Here you can see I'm adding some dots of white ink, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do with the white ink. I went a bit crazy, I think. In my previous piece, the watercolor sketch, Valeria, I used that for the first time and I outlined her. Never really done that, outlined the drawing with white ink, and I thought I wanted to incorporate that somehow because I really liked how it looked, but then I ended up erasing the line work I had done, and sometimes that just didn't look good, and I had to line and then remove it with some water because it just didn't look good. You can also see I did a little Instagram post I added on my story. Oh, the video's gone dark again. Sorry for the changes. I hope you liked watching my little watercolour sketch, and please let me know if you like it. Follow my Instagram if you want to see more artwork. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you guys soon.